You're listening to the Craft Messages That Matter podcast. I'm your host, Theo Capodistrius. Grab a coffee, sit back, and enjoy today's episode. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Craft Messages That Matter podcast, the podcast where we dive deep into the art and science of communication, bringing you the best strategies, tips, and insights to elevate your message and connect with your audience. My name is Theo Capodistrius, and I'm your host. I am a lawyer, speaker, coach, MC, and communication, public speaking, and presentation skills expert. And in today's episode, we're exploring a topic I'm very passionate about: adding creative elements to improve your presentations. Now, we've all sat through presentations, the ones with endless bullet points, monotonal delivery, and slides that look like they were born in the 90s. It's not just about losing your audience's attention. It's about losing an opportunity to connect, to inspire, and to drive action. Because I bet when you were sitting in those presentations, you certainly weren't engaging, and you probably weren't having a good time. But here's the good news. Infusing creativity into your presentations can completely transform the way your message is received. Whether you're speaking at a conference, leading a workshop, or even presenting online, this episode is packed with actionable tips to help you craft and deliver a message that matters and sticks. Let's kick off with tip number 1. Storytelling. Humans are wired for stories. They help us make a sense of information and create emotional connections. Next time you're preparing a presentation, think of a story that encapsulates your main message. It could be a personal anecdote, a historical event, or even a well-crafted metaphor. A story with a protagonist who overcomes obstacles to achieve their goal can make your message unforgettable. Moving to tip number 2, visuals that speak. Ever heard of the saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words? Well, in a presentation, this couldn't be truer. Ditch the text-heavy slides. Yes, I'm going to say it again. Ditch those text-heavy slides and opt for high-quality images, infographics, or even videos that complement and elevate your narrative. Here's the catch. Make sure they're relevant. Irrelevant visuals can distract more than they can help. Now with tip number 3, interactivity. Engagement is key to retention. And what better way to engage your audience than to make them part of your presentation? This can be as simple as posing questions, incorporating live polls, or using platforms that allow real-time feedback and Q&A sessions. Interactivity not only makes your presentation more dynamic, but also fosters a sense of community and inclusiveness. On to tip number 4, the power of silence. Yes, you heard correct. Silence is a powerful tool in your presentation arsenal. Strategic pauses after key points or questions give your audience time to reflect and absorb that information. It's also a great way to emphasize important information and create anticipation for what's coming next. Last but not least, tip number 5. Personalize your delivery. This is where your unique personality comes through into play. Use your voice, gestures, and presence to bring your presentation to life. The goal is to connect with your audience on a human level. So let your enthusiasm and your passion for the subject shine through. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with one final thought. Creativity in presentations isn't about using every trick in the book. It's about choosing the right elements that enhance your message and resonate with your audience in that particular context. Start small, experiment, and do what might be appropriate and work well within your workplace. Most importantly, it's important to be authentic to who you are. So, with that, please inject a little bit of creativity into your next presentation. And if you like this episode, please follow or subscribe and give it a rating. Give it a 5 out of 5. We love that, particularly as I'm in the early stages of the pod. To learn more about what I do as a speaker, a trainer, an MC, and a public speaking, communications and presentation coach, head to my website, www.theocap.com.au. Follow the Craft Messages That Matter Instagram page at CMTM_podcast. And of course, follow my personal Instagram page at TheoCap88.